2K revealed the ratings of some role players today, and I want to go over them because I looked at it for a second and I was like, man, 2K doesn't know ball. So let's jump straight into it. The 100th ranked player in NBA 2K25 is Jaden McDaniels. They have him at an 80, and they have Vucevic at an 81. This man, Nikola Vucevic, couldn't throw a rock in the ocean over this past season, and you're telling me Jaden McDaniels is a lower overall. Keegan Murray is a lower overall. Also, Naz Reid, the same overall as Vucevic. Isaiah Hartenstein, also the same overall. Both of these guys were really good on the big stage in the NBA playoffs, and yet we're rating them the same as Nikola Vucevic. Derek Lively, another guy who was very good in the playoffs. And another thing I'm noticing off the rip about these ratings is the fact that they kind of just threw a bunch of big men at like 81 overall. You got Nas, you got iHeart, Vooch, Daniel Gafford, Nick Claxton, Jalen Duren, Derek Lively. It kind of just seems lazy. You throw all these guys at 81 overall. I don't really understand that. They also got Miles Bridges at an 81. I don't even really care to talk too much about Miles Bridges, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, I think 2K's off to a garbage start with these ratings. I think that Keegan Murray should have been around the 83, 84 range. Same thing with Jaden McDaniels. They're talking about a legitimate two-way guy who's going to be able to knock down threes for you, defend at a high level, and has shown that he can do that in the postseason. Derek Lively, a lob threat, a guy who is a very good defender, especially as a rookie. And another thing I'm hoping is that these young guys who have showcased immense potential, I hope that those guys will get, they'll get high potential ratings in the game. I'm hoping that that's not ignored and their tendencies are also upgraded, but that's obviously asking a lot. You know, when we're talking about the game of 2K, you know that they're probably going to take the easy way out of this one. Overall, though, not a great start, but I didn't have too high expectations, so I'm not going to complain about those ratings too much. All right, now this is where things really get interesting. We've got the 90th ranked through the 81st ranked players in the game. I've got some complaints. D'Angelo Russell at the same overall as Chris Paul. Did we watch the same Chris Paul over this past season? Although D'Lo is not the best postseason performer, I would say he's definitely a better player than Paul at this stage of his career. They've also got Devin Vassell at an 81. Vassell was a rising star, so was Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard should probably be at an 83 or 84 at this point with the way he played in the postseason. He's a guy who a lot of NBA teams would love to have. RJ Barrett, he went to Toronto, and I guess that made his overall go down because people aren't watching the garbage Raptors. But RJ Barrett's a solid player. I think around an 82 or 83 would be fair for him. I have no problems with Klay Thompson at an 81. I watched this man go 0 of 10 in an elimination game. Brandon Miller at an 81 is crazy. That man can knock down shots. Klay Thompson can't. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I think Brandon Miller should definitely be a higher overall. Also, Anthony Simons, he's a guy who can go get you a bucket. I think an 83 or so is a little bit more fair for Simons. And again, I'm not really understanding how this ranking works because they just have a bunch of guards on this 90 through 81, and then the 91 through 100 was just a bunch of big men. Not sure what's going on with that. Next up, we've got 80 through 71. They've got Emmanuel Quickley at an 81 overall, Cam Thomas at an 81. I believe Cam Thomas is like an 83 in the current 2K. Not sure why he went down. Kobe White, he was really hot to close out the season for the Chicago Bulls. Only an 81 overall seems kind of crazy to me. I think an 83 or 84 would be a bit more fair. Valanciunas at an 82, Zubac at an 82, that's fine. Zoo's a good big man, Val's a good big man. I think that's a cool overall for them. But Darius Garland, oh my gosh, bro. They got my man Darius Garland with the role players. I understand. It was a down year for DG the PG for sure. But man, an 82 is that bad for Darius? I feel like at least an 83, not even, probably at least an 84, man. An 82 is criminal. And then Jeremy Grant, Herb Jones, both those guys are really good role players. I think you could argue for an 83 or 84 for Herb Jones. Same things goes for Jalen Suggs, to be totally honest with you, man. Jalen Suggs, he really showed he could hoop in this year's NBA playoffs, but I guess an 82 isn't too bad. And then Caruso finally getting some respect at an 82 overall. He's a very impactful player, but not a guy who's going to score a ton of points for you. So sometimes guys like that in 2K don't get great ratings, but I think an 82 is pretty cool for Caruso. Overall, these ratings weren't great, but what do you expect? I think that sometimes 2K gets a little weird with their ratings to stir the pot, get people talking more about the game, get some free marketing in there. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.